Jay-Z, your favorite artists, they're doing this. They're listening to that, how to put these records together and how the artist is going about, making the sounds. So they listen to that shit, man. You can't just sit up here and listen to rap all fucking day. You just can't. I mean, or maybe you can, but I don't, man. A lot of times when I leave the studio too, I don't want it. I've heard it all day. So I'm like, I'll listen to something else, man. Yeah. I love Anderson .Paak. I love the internet. Really love the internet. I listen to that a lot. I've been listening to a lot of that lately. I think Anderson .Paak is a genius.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think the internet is that's a great band. Great.
The crazy thing about the internet is they come from that Odd Future camp that also got the moniker like, oh, y'all weird.
Yeah.
And it's like,
now look at them.
Now you look at it, it's like Tyler the Creator's creating this incredible music that everybody's like, oh, this is amazing. But I was like, if you had been following this kid along the path, instead of saying, oh, you suck, you ate a roach. Like that kind of thing. Yeah. Or
Frank
like,
Ocean,
same
man.
thing with the internet, same thing with Frank Ocean. It's like all these kids came out of that camp. So they were doing something.
Yeah, Earl Sweatshirt. Like,
people just didn't get it, man. Y'all know who Skills is, the rapper Skills?
Yeah.
So I was at a friend of mine's house, Chris Schaefer, who works with Jazzy Jeff now, doing all this videography. And at the time, Chris was doing a lot of stuff with Skills. And so Odd Future, that shit was just coming out, and he had some opinions about it. And he was just like, he was kind of like old fogey with the shit too. Like, yeah, I get it. I see who put them on. I get it. Okay, but what's next? And it's like, that's usually the problem. Mm-hmm. It's like we don't exploit what's good in that situation. And Chad had, I think, a big part of that too, because I know he's worked with the internet. So it's like, somebody said, hey, let's exploit Tyler the Creator and see where else this goes. And man, look at it, man. It's beautiful now.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I always thought it was, at first it was a little weird. It was weird.
I think Floss and I would say the same thing, where I was
but
like,
it grew,
those first few albums, but then the melodies, like, you could hear the Neptune's influence in his music. And then I'm just like, this is really good, like, nice, lush melodies. I don't understand how you just don't like this. Like, that's kind of one of those things where it's like, you got to at least be open to it, because a lot of your favorite rappers love listening to a lot of, I tell people all the time, I love the Diplomats and a lot of rappers out of Jersey like Joe Budden because of the amount of 80s music they listen to.
Yeah.
Like Cameron's The World from it. Like, I'm like, come on now. Y'all are sampling
Roxanne
80s music. And I'm like, if you can't tell me, you can't tell me, I don't like Sting, but then you go listen to What Mean the World to Me.
Yeah, What Mean the World to You. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man, it's wild. And I think people do like more music than what they let on. I think sometimes people may think it's soft or weak to say, hey, I just listen to this sometimes. Yeah. Like, I love the Beatles, man. Like, I really, 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 really love the Beatles, and I have my reasons why. I feel like at a time when, we were doing mono recording, they were really creative with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With the amount of tracks they had to work with and how just sonically the music was coming together. They were really into I'm sure they were smoking a lot.
They had to be able to create all those soundscapes. Yeah. To go from a Helter Skelter to like, what is that? Sgt. Pepper, like that whole entire album.
Intros.
Oh my goodness.
They doing intros, outro, like interludes and shit. Like,
and then what's crazy is when you watch commercials, like I got onto them late, but then you watch commercials, you like, oh wait, the Beatles made like all the songs on every commercial ever of all time ever.
Commercial.
Like really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are well, Michael Jackson got rich. So
he knew what he was doing. Paul, you was never gonna get that publishing back ever. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it just
to get finessed by Michael Jackson.
I know
in that voice.
He was a great businessman.
Incredible businessman.
Yeah.
But I just love to be a fly on the wall or just the third person in that call where he's like, Mike, you bought my music. He goes, I bought it for me. Like that kind of thing where it's like,
I got my catalog and yours.
You told me that the only way to make money was to buy a catalog. I bought yours. Like that.
What's the problem?
Exactly. Where it's like, this is a business opportunity. Yeah, the dude was extremely business oriented.
Yeah, man. So I mean he had some great mentors. I mean, you talking about Barry Gordy, around Barry Gordy, around Smokey Robinson, around all these singers. He really learned the business, man. And that's why, I don't want to get into the whole Prince Michael Jackson conversation, but I will say from a business perspective and understanding what he was doing, they were light years apart.
Yeah.
Prince was a great artist, but as far as what Michael Jackson was doing and where he went and what he was trying to do, Prince could never touch him. It's just true.
I'm gonna take this video. I mean, it's true. Send it to Hash.
No. Hash.
I'm messing with
Hash knows that I will go on record in saying that I feel like Prince is the greatest artist.
Yeah,
as do I.
And I think that Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer.
Better businessman.
But for sure, a businessman.
Oh,
he could
absolutely.
never. He just understood it. He knew where he wanted to go, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about putting these albums together, I had this argument the other day, like Off the Wall and Thriller. I mean, just went into the album and just picking Quincy and then having Greg Filling Gaines and Rod Temperton and all these people and
the right musicians.
Yeah, going to get I forgot his first name, but Horner that did all the horns. He worked with Earth, Wind and Fire, did it on those records as well. It's like people, I'm saying, like if you just get into the DNA of this shit, man, you'd be like, that's why he's who he is. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. I study this shit, dude.
And if people have the experience, like if people have the musical know-how and the knowledge of that, then they know who to go get. And that only happens when you have an expanded mind. You don't know, let me go get the horns from the guy. Let me go get the guy that did the horns for Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire and just know, I like them horns. Mm-hmm. Like it's crazy to me. I mean, I know people just like them right now, but that's the vein of what Kanye West would be doing when people like, I remember he was talking about
Portishead.
He was talking about he goes, I don't know how to get that bass sound that Portishead gets. He goes, I just love that sound. So he went and found the person that did it.
John Bryan.
He goes, I want to find out. I want that sound. And when that guy put that sound, and then people are like, oh man, this Kanye album's fire! Like, it's all
that's
that
why
little
Diamonds Are Forever is the greatest beat of all time ever.
Wow.
Period. It's the most instrumentation to me. I'll stand by it. I said it. Here's right here.
Can't tell me.
I'm
nothing.
standing by it. Can't Tell Me Nothing was very stripped down. A DJ tune.
I know,
did
but
a
I love
great
it.
job.
I love it.
But the keys, everything. Like I tell people, if you want to get into production, sit there and listen to, that's really hard to do, but sit there and listen to that one. But if you want to get into production, recreate like something easy. But like,
Devil in the New Dress is
Devil in the New Dress.
Oh, that's up there.
I know Bink did the first. I think he actually produced that. And then Kanye got on it and did what he did. But I mean, still, it's like
Bink got some joints, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Bink he still got one of my favorite Joe Budden song of all time, For You. Bink made that beat. I'll never forget that beat. And a lot of people are like, what? Google that. You will not like, Joe Budden featuring Royce the 5'9", but blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're like, we are music heads as well. Like, everything you talking about, I'm like, oh, got it. I was right there with you.
Yeah. This is good. That makes shit like this really good.
It makes it a lot easier. But now, for the fans at home, we need to make sure they got to focus on Boi. So, Boi Dru, let's talk about the music that you have coming out. First of all, y'all have seen this interview, so y'all already know the amount of intricacy that he puts into his own music. Yeah. So, with your production, what is it? The Suicide?
What's that? Do? I don't know. Hey, welcome back, guys. It's me, Boi Dru, the Charm God. Okay, but Suicide Squad. I'm a part of that production team. All the music that you heard thus far, though, I produced it, with the exception of what's coming out tomorrow. EP Mo actually produced the first track, which is a SWV sample. So I'll let y'all check that out.
Oh yeah.
But I pretty much like all the stuff y'all were listening to. I produced that, and then everything that you'll hear. Well, everything on this record was me and Suicide Squad tomorrow. But up to this point, I've done it, and so I work closely with them and coming up with what things sound like, what things should sound like, and then I'm just really, man, I'm making moments. I don't really care. You either fucking with me or you're not. I'm not trying to be like, I'm not trying to out rap anybody. I'm not. I'm not trying to. I'm just doing what feels good, and I'm just giving moments out, and I'm okay with that because that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I can do that. And so Yeah, man. I just want to give you a vibe. I'm a big fan of Larry June right now. So I would say our music would probably sit in the same universe.
Okay.
But it's my style, you know. So the whole Charm God thing is, I call it Mac music, Mac shit 101. You know, it's like, it's cool, it's vibey, it's some shit you could spit, you know, to the lady.
It's like a laid back.
You know, and it's like you can smoke to it. I'm a smoker, so it's definitely smoking music. Smoke every day. I love it, man. It feels really good. I'm in a good space. About maybe 2 years ago, I was in a group called In the Clouds with a guy named J. Kell. Y'all should check him out too, man. It's got dope music.
We've already been talking to him.
Y'all been talking to J. Kell? Yeah. Okay.
He's gonna come down. We have to get the timing right.
Yeah, definitely talk to him, man. Yeah. We were in a group together, but it disbanded because of me. I mean, honestly, I just had a lot of personal things going on, and I got out of that space, which I was gonna do anyway. From there, I just kind of came over and did what I've been doing now. But I kind of lost my point because I was talking about that. But anyways, yeah. But no, I disbanded that group, and then I came over here to really just. I was in a bad space, man. I was making some bad decisions in my life with just, you know, women and just doing what the fuck I wanted to do, wasn't with my family. So the music quality and everything just kind of got pissed away. So when I got aligned, you know, with myself, seeing what my purpose was, got back to being righteous, it just kind of all came back. Like making music and getting into some of these soul samples and just getting the vibe right and just painting a picture and seeing, you know, just it all coming together, just like I say, from the album cover to me. Like, I am Charm God. I'm Boi Dru, Charm God, because that's really Andrew Williams. This is me. Like, anybody could tell you, me talking right now, they're like, that's that nigga Dru. Like, he talk a lot, he's animated, he's all these things, and that's me every day when I wake up and go to sleep, and I'm just giving you that in the record. You know, I'm political. I say what I want. You know, I don't, as a man, I stand on what I say, and I feel like I can say it. I don't run away from shit. I have my opinions, and you get that on the record. I don't have any filters. I'm not afraid to offend people, and I'm just putting that in the music. So when I sit down and make music, I'm looking for great melodies. I like drums to sound a certain way. I do want the bass to be there. I want you to get in the mood. I want you to be in the mood. And I'm aware that it's a niche thing, that you may not like it, and then you may like it, but I'm just doing it, and I love it. So it's like, it's sincere. So.
No, it's good.
That's real. Yeah.
And with stuff like the internet, you can always find your audience. Like I always tell people, if I was a rapper, if I could actually rap, I just love to be Currency. Like, that's the artist that I'm like, I like Currency. I like that. I like his work output. I like that he doesn't seem stressed. I like that it's just like, I'm making my money. I'm having fun in the city. I put out albums when I want to, and then, you know, whatever.
Oddly enough, though, man, so the gate to date is probably, in a lot to do with Decap and Brady, has streamed amazing numbers. Although I haven't really received a big check from that because you don't get paid for streaming like that. But it really has, man. Like, it's done amazing. This new stuff is creeping up there. Like, I think when I dropped Charm God, I think like that first day I had like 1,000 streams, which was, I mean, I was like, oh shit,
that's great.
You know, I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just put it out, you know what I'm saying? It was like, it streamed well, and I couldn't understand it, you know. But I think in the market, you have to test things, so you never know who's listening. And now we have all these analytics to all the people that aren't liking you. You know, you put up a picture and you got like, oh, I got 2 likes. You know, there's a lot of people paying attention to you. They're just not liking your shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just got all these streams from this, you know, these records, man, I've been putting out. So I'm like, man, I love it. I'm gonna keep doing this, and I like doing it. So yeah, I just want people to, you know, fuck with me. I'm just really giving you Boi Dru on the record. So
I mean, that's awesome, being true to self and being honest with yourself. Plus, one thing I really like about you is you love yourself. You got a shirt with yourself on it.
I do.
And I was looking at your phone. You're the background of your phone.
I'm the background of my phone.
Yes. Who drew that?
The same artist.
That I figured. That's what's up. I'm not knocking. I'm not making fun. Right. You have a big personality. I'm the same way. You got to love yourself, man.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to love yourself. Cause,
you got to.
I mean, who else is going to love you?
Who else?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
what it is.
nobody's gonna unconditionally love you like you do. So I do love myself, but I'm not a narcissist.
No, you're not.
You know, yeah,
You cool as hell.
and I love people.
That's
you know what I'm
what's
saying?
good.
So I just, yeah, man, I'm with it. I'm excited for everything that's coming, and all the stuff that I'm a part of, and all the stuff that I'm working on. I just feel like I'm in a real blessed space right now.
I mean, you are blessed. So you have a project dropping tomorrow, but what is the date tomorrow?
It is 9/18/19. So
Okay.
it'll be at 12 tonight. You can just it's 12 New York time, so like 11 tonight, and whatever, you can get it. It's actually on SoundCloud right now though. I put it out because I just want people to start jamming it.
Yeah.
But no, it comes out on all digital platforms tomorrow, man. And it's not my last. I mean, like every month I'll be dropping like an EP.
All right.
So yeah, that's your goal. Every month you coming out with an EP.
Yeah, every month. I got like videos too. I'm stacking up and some crazy shit I'm doing. I don't want to say right now because I'm just gonna put it out. But yeah, I'm just working, man. I'm working and working and working. And yo, man, surprisingly, it's funny that you say this. People have been buying these shirts, man.
Nice shirt.
Surprised with people. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's 100.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jennifer. You know what I'm saying? For definitely buying this shirt, man. Jennifer Giles. Actually, we have some acquaintances. Am I saying it right? Yeah. But I didn't even know she was still like kind of paying attention to me. And she bought my shirt. People just randomly buying my shirts, and I'm like, damn, you putting my face on you? Like, wow.
You
That's
would
100.
be surprised what people will put their money behind.
Yeah.
And it's just like, especially talking to some of the artists that are like getting into the merchandising where they're like, man, I've been trying to get y'all to buy my album, but I put out a shirt, you'd be like, oh yeah, I want that shirt.
I want that shirt.
You'll pay $30, $40 for this sweatshirt, but that's what it is. Like, people, you don't know what people are gonna buy, you don't know what people are gonna do. So
That merch money is good,
Yeah.
and it's a lot better than streams. I mean, because when it comes, he's like, like, so yeah, like merch money is good. I'm gonna give another gem because I don't believe in holding this stuff. So in today, where you can do drop shipping, that's what I do. I go through Printify, I store through Etsy, and I just put whatever image I want on the shirt. People go to my store, they buy it from Etsy. That order goes to Printify. Printify sends that shirt out to them, so I don't have to keep stock. So people buy.
Damn,
and it just
that
goes
dropped
out.
another gem. That is dope.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, I know.
it's on me now. I can run ads, send it
On
to the
me,
product that I
baby.
see that you
Yeah.
like. Okay, now I'm getting more revenue from that. Oh, I take that money, put in more ads in my music. Like, dude, you can do anything
Reinvest.
you want
Yeah.
today by yourself, but you will need capital at some point.
Yeah.
No,
So
absolutely,
you need
absolutely.
capital, but-
So
That's why-
prepare for some, in my humble opinion, shirts because they coming.
They coming.
They are. They are.
I'm gonna wear one. I'm doing
And I want to thank you for that. I really want to thank you for coming up here. Like, thanks
I
a
wanted
lot.
to be here, man.
Like, really, no, thank you. And plus, you make great music. You got to check them out. Obviously, where can we find you at?
Man, go to boydrumusic.com.
All right.
Everything's there. Like I made it to where you just
Everything.
go there. Everything's there. The music, the shirts, all that stuff. Look at that. So everything's there.
Charm God available now.
And yeah, so
I like
yeah,
that.
I got that.
I did like that picture on your Instagram. It was the cover as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Of course,
just
with the
comfortable.
crush in the corner. Yeah, you look. Yeah. It's your music.
It's my music.
That's what it looks like. that's really what it looks like.
Yeah,
it's
man.
comfortable. It's fly. But once again, I mean, thank you for joining us. In my humble opinion, where the opinions are humbled and the words aren't jumbled. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
I was like, you got in the middle of it, and then I was like, oh, he got lost.
Yeah.
I don't get lost in the sauce. The sauce gets lost in me. Bye, bitches.